Welcome to Homemaking with Mima. If you're new here, my name is Wendy. In today's video, I will be bringing you along with for my husband and I's second vacation in northern Minnesota, and I hope you enjoy. All right, we arrived in Duluth and we ate at our favorite restaurant, Bridgman's. My husband did order the hearty breakfast this time as he was hungry, and of course I got the Eggs Benedict as always, and it was wonderful. We finally arrived at the Lutsen Sea Villa Townhomes in Lutsen, Minnesota. And I'm going to give you a little walk around here of the townhome that we did rent this time. It was just a little bit different than the other one. It kind of is set up the same way. It is a one bedroom with a loft, and I will take you up to the loft as well, but we'll give a real quick walk around here. It'll be self-explanatory, and I'll play it to music, and then I will go up to the loft and show you that as well. I'll open those shades in just a little bit here. So I opened up those back shades. This is the view that you get from this townhome. It's absolutely beautiful. We haven't got any bad weather coming in yet, but if you can see, the water out there is pretty rough today. So that means that the wind is up. We were gonna go do the gondola today, but we decided not to do that. So again, this is your living area, dining and eating, a nice pleather chair. I believe that pulls out into a bed as well. And again, the wood stove, my husband has that going. And I am going to head up these stairs. I did it last year, but give me a moment and I'll get up them. Okay, I just got up the steps here, and they did leave a window open, which is fine. It's not gonna, I mean, if it was gonna rain heavy, we'd come up here and shut it, but that helps with airflow in here. So once you come up these stairs, this is the loft area. I did try to turn some lights on, but it's still just a little dark. It's mainly made for children, if you got kids, but it does have a twin bed, and it has a full-size bed in it up here. And this loft has lots of books, and it has lighting for the kids to read books if they want. It has a bunch of DVDs over there. Over here, it's got a small little TV and a DVD player. It's got a fan in case it gets too hot. Now this one you can't stand up in the whole way, so I have to duck down. So here's looking down from the loft down to the main floor. And I'm hunched, so sorry. All right, there's a window there. And this is the view from the window over here. That's just outside where we're parked. Our vehicle is right there. And there's extra wood over there if we need it, but we do have a lot of wood right next to our door. This is a skiing area up here, and it's used a lot in the wintertime. These places are used a lot for the skiers, and hence the wood stove and all that, and being able to heat it with wood. So here I'm way over in the corner, and you can see how the ceiling's really low here, so I have to duck down. All right, I'm gonna climb back down these. I'm not bringing you with because it's not gonna be a pretty sight. Okay, so the 60-year-old, I made it down the stairs. Thank goodness, it wasn't easy. So these lampshades are just, they're adorable. I'll show you, this one is lit up. Isn't that adorable? The theme of this cabin townhome is very, very northern Minnesota. Lots of northern Minnesota stuff. Old skis. Those are cross-country skis. There's some snowshoes. They're not as old, not as vintage. They're older, but they're not very vintage. This beautiful artwork here on an old ski that you would use to go down a mountain, not cross-country. Very beautiful. And, oh yeah, they have this one here behind the wood stove. And they have lots of artwork that's been done by locals up here as well. Right here in the hallway kitchen area. So here I'm gonna head out back on the deck. So this is our little deck that we have that comes with our townhome. You can see the people in theirs next door there, so I'll be respectful. Go down here, we can eat outside if we want to here, although as you can hear the waves and see them, it's almost like we're near the ocean, isn't it? We're at Lake Superior in northern Minnesota. So anyway, we can go down here. We'll probably be using their grill a little later, maybe tomorrow, because we're gonna go out to eat tonight at the place we've eaten at before. It's called Moguls. It's up actually near where the ski lodge is at. I hope you can hear me from all this, but it's just wonderful out here to see all this. You don't see this. I'm sure there's surfers. We do have surfers that go out in this kind of weather, so I'm sure there are some out today. Just not over near us. We went to Lutsen Mountain, and we went to Moguls, a nice grill restaurant that's there. We ate there last year. We had really good food, and so we decided we would go back. They do have it decorated for Halloween, and it's really cute how they have it decorated up. You'll see also that they have, you can see the theme as far as the ski theme, because their chairs, they have the chairs, they're engraved with skiers on them. I thought that was, I think I showed it last year, but this year I was able to get better video and pictures of it. And as far as the menu, my husband decided he wanted to go with the walleye again, and with it he had soup instead of coleslaw, and he had the wild rice soup, I believe. And I went with the BLT with cranberry aioli, and the bread was a wild rice cranberry bread. That was really good. The bread was really good. The cranberry aioli was just a little too much. It was a little too much tanginess for a BLT for me. I ate the whole thing because, of course, I didn't want to waste my food. But I probably should have just scraped some of the aioli off because it was a little too much. Oh, and we also had macaroni and cheese, and my husband and I, we split that. We ordered the cheesecake to go because I knew that I had strawberries and more Cool Whip at home, or at our townhome, because I brought angel food cake, strawberries, and Cool Whip. So I was able to add more strawberries and more Cool Whip to our cheesecake. And then, of course, a fire, because it got pretty cold that night. It was like probably in the 40s. So it was nice to have the fire going. For breakfast, our toaster was broken. So we had to make our toast in a pan, and we had fried eggs, coffee, of course. And then I brought some raspberry strawberry jam, and we had orange juice and coffee. And I brought already pre-cooked bacon, so all we had to do was warm that up in the microwave. My husband and I, we went for a walk, and I just wanted to show you this beautiful sunrise. We had quite a few beautiful sunrises during our stay during that time there. But we went for a really good long, brisk walks. I am struggling still with my hip, but we still managed to do it. I think maybe I should get a walking stick. That might help me some. Even though we had a really nice sunrise, the weather didn't turn out to be the greatest. Very windy, the waves were crashing and waving, and I shared that with you. After a long brisk walk, it was now in the afternoon, and I brought homemade chicken noodle soup, and we shared a sandwich, and we had chips and crackers with it, and of course coffee because it was cold. Now we're heading off to Lutsen. This is actually the next day, heading off to Lutsen Mountains again, and we're going to be riding the gondola. Thankfully, we didn't go the day before because, like I said, the wind had picked up. I shared some of the waves with you, and I didn't want to be in the gondolas during the rough, windy stuff. But as you can see, the ski lifts and all that here, and we're going to be going on the gondola. I won't be sharing my experience. Oh, this here is for the ski patrol. That's their own little building. Back to the gondola. I'm not going to share. I'm scared of heights. So I decided this year I'm just going to kind of mute just about everything, so then you don't have to hear my fear. Because quite frankly, on the ride back, they ended up stopping the machine, and we were like mid-air over the mountain, over the the valley. That was not pleasant for me. I had to close my eyes and just breathe through my nose and out my mouth. And I believe the reasoning why they had stopped them was because it was for people who were handicapped. And these machines don't stop. They will continue going, and you step onto them or you step off them while they're still running. And if you're handicapped, then you have a difficult time doing that. Your feet are going to get caught in that. So I understand the reasoning, but it did frighten me some. But I hope you enjoy our venture again on the gondolas. And this machine right here is a snow machine. This is one of the machines that they use to help make snow. Just thought I'd throw that in there because you're going to see a few more that I point out with arrows a little bit further down here. Okay, so these, they don't stop. Like I had mentioned a little bit earlier, they do stop them probably for people with handicaps, because they're continuously moving. So you get on, and as you can see right here, those are spots for you to put your skis in the winter time. So these gondolas are used all through the winter.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she puts her hand in mine.
And here's where I'm pointing out, these are the snow machines that they have to help make snow. They're in the ground, and there's water that's piped to them. And up here are the ski lifts. They're not moving right now, and you're able to get up on the mountain and come on down. And then this area right here, this is for a fire pit. We didn't know what it was at first, and then we looked down into it at the lid, and it says caution, lid may be hot, because they make a big fire. So if you've got your ski boots and that on, you can just sit around that and stay warm. This is a new building here, new business up here. It is a bistro, apparently. Alpine Bistro, it says. They do offer some foods. We decided to just get appetizers and not ruin our dinner, because I believe I was going to have my husband cook steaks on the grill, and he does. But we ordered these drummies, and they were actually very good, and my husband had a cocktail. And here, this is illusional here. It's not real fire. As you can see my hand going over it. I wasn't the only one that did that. There was another customer too. But yeah, that was really, it was really unique. That's all I can say. It was unique. So we get back to the townhomes, and my husband and I, we ended up going for another walk as well. So we end up walking up near where the registration building is, and that's what this is right here. You can rent bikes. You can also rent kayaks, and you can kind of see them right off in the distance there. With the waves the way that they were, don't recommend that. But they do have a pool, and they do have a hot tub inside this building. We don't go and we don't use it, but I do peek in the windows, and I'll be showing you that. And it was pretty, the waves were pretty brisk again, which is fine. I love it. But I just thought I'd share this with you as well. It was still kind of breezy out there. And I know I did mention my husband, he did cook steaks on the grill. And we had our fingerling potatoes that we grew in the garden and regular canned green beans from Walmart. And there is the angel food cake, strawberries, and Cool Whip that I had brought up and we had for dessert. And of course, this wonderful fire, because after being up in the gondola, after going for the walk, and we were cold, and we wrapped it up for the night by sitting by the fire the rest of the evening. And we also played Yahtzee. It's the next morning, and I'm showing you breakfast. A couple eggs, toast, orange juice, coffee, and I did pull out the jam as well. So our adventure today is we are going to be visiting the famous Split Rock Lighthouse here in northern Minnesota. It is located right on the edge of Lake Superior. I took a little photo of it during my last video regarding being up north in northern Minnesota. Anyway, I picked this little flyer thing up. It gives all sorts of information regarding the lighthouse and the housing that they had for there. We'll be visiting this today. However, we probably won't be going through the houses that the people had lived in. We'll see. We'll see what we end up doing. But that's going to be our adventure for today. And here I just wrote how much it was to get into each individual thing and the time. So, all right. I hope you enjoy. And we make it to the Split Rock Lighthouse. We did not know that they were doing construction. And we had planned to spend 2 days here at the lighthouse. So I want to apologize for the fact that there was construction going on and you couldn't get the whole ambiance of the lighthouse, but it does give you a little taste of what it is, what it has to offer, and the historical meaning behind it all. I do have to mention that we did get 50% off. We got to do the whole tour with 50% off, and you'll see I'll show the camera onto the sign. Otherwise, you have to pay different amounts. You know, like if you want to go just do the grounds, you have to pay a certain dollar amount. If you want to do the grounds and the lighthouse only, then there's a certain dollar amount. If you want to do all three, then there's a certain dollar amount. But we actually were able to do it all. And we were able to go through anyway, we got 50% off, so that was nice. And then this map right here, that just shows all the lighthouses that are located on Lake Superior, which I thought was great. I didn't want to screen in or scan in very far. And you'll see that light fixture thingy there. That is so unique. So I'm just going to play music to all of this, and it can be kind of self-explanatory. be coming up near the tram area. And the tram was how they actually received goods back then, because they didn't have any roads up to Split Rock. So everything was delivered by ship. And this was one of the houses that had the mechanism that helped with the tram system. And you'll see some of the old brickwork in that right there for the tram that was set up. Now they've put steps all along the side of where the tram was set up, so you could walk all the way down towards the shoreline. We got back, the weather, it was really nice outside, but the lake was still kind of rough there, so I just thought I'd video it and take some pictures. My husband did cook on the grill. He did steaks, and we did the fingerling potatoes in the foil packets again. Today's adventure, we went up to Grand Marais and we walked, well, first we ate breakfast there. Well, I had breakfast. My husband asked if he could have a lunch, something off the lunch menu, and they said certainly. So I ended up having their eggs Benedict, which was really good. And my husband ended up having walleye that they offered, and he had potato soup that went along with it. And the food was really good there. Then we decided to take a walk out on that breakwater, is what they're called, I believe, up there at Grand Marais, and they do allow you to walk on it as long as the weather is holding out, and the waves weren't that bad at all on this day, as you can tell. It was pretty calm, and so I will just put music to the rest of this as well. since we once again missed that donut shop being open. They did have a different bakery that my husband and I stopped at. This is an almond croissant is what I got. Of course we had coffee with it, and that's what I had. And then a little later then I made tater tot hot dish, and then we had some of the strawberry applesauce. It was our last evening there, so of course we're going to have a fire. And then I'm just inserting some of the other photos that I had taken, and I hope you enjoy them. All right, we were heading home south on Highway 35 from Duluth, and we stopped at Barnum, Minnesota, and this is where this restaurant was. We decided not to eat breakfast at our townhome before we left. We just got packed up and we left. And here they offer some home good products that are made, and also they offer roasted coffee beans as well, and you'll see the roaster here probably towards the end of this. I am going to show you here that they do cook their french fries in beef fat, so I thought that was pretty interesting that they actually put it on their menu. My husband had the bacon cheeseburger, and I had their Reuben, and their food was very good. They were very busy and they weren't very organized, but their food was really good. And they do have some statues that are here. They had this huge bear, and then they also had a Voyager. And so we go down and we see the Voyager. I show you how tall it is. You know, I put my hand up against it. My husband stands next to the gun. It does give history here about them getting the Voyager as well. So I thought that was pretty unique. And you know what? I think kids absolutely love this. They offer a very cute gift shop, so you could buy all kinds of knickknacks and treasures. There was a lady there, she was setting up for Christmas as well. I thought that was, I took a picture of her, she said it was okay. She was foo-fooing the store. She was making it all pretty. And then I also show you, they do roast their own coffee beans. There was no one there roasting it that day, but you could buy whole beans at the register, or you could buy the ground up beans as well at the register. Okay, the sun is out, absolutely huge and beautiful, and the waves are crashing again. Mother Nature is picked up on whatever it plans to do here on Lake Superior for today. We did have 3 days of no waves, and it was absolutely wonderful. But we also enjoy this as well. I want to thank you folks so much for joining us during our ventures of heading out into our own home state. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up, And I want you folks to make it a really great day.